Have you ever wondered what people say about you when you leave the room? Well, I had a unique opportunity to find out not long ago. I was out a couple of weeks ago and ran into a friend of mine. He invited me over to his house. When we got to his house, there were a couple of other guys there. I knew these guys, they knew me, been knowing them for years. I wouldn't consider them friends, but more associates, people I associated with. Anyway, they were playing cards and drinking and smoking and all those stuff they usually do when they get together. I've never been a big fan of such things myself because I'm more mm, physically inclined. In other words, I'm a health nut. I like to work out. I like to stay in shape and all this other type of stuff. So therefore, I don't drink. I don't smoke. Well, I don't smoke weed. I smoke cigarettes occasionally. But anyway, when we got there, they were playing cards and drinking and smoking weed and all of that. And my friend, the one who I went with, he said, "Hey, John, come out to the garage with me. It's just something I want to show you that I got for my stereo system in my car." And the way he went to his garage was like he would leave his living room, go down the hall, go through his kitchen, and out the back door, and he was automatically in his garage. And so I said, "Hey, okay, cool." And as we got to the kitchen, he stopped me. And now he's got one of these like big double door refrigerators that rolls on wheels. So he rolled it away from the wall and he moved a panel behind the wall. And there was a room. And so he told me to come in the room and he closed the panel back. And he sat down at a table that had a monitor and a lot of other equipment on it. And he told me to have a seat. And he turned on the monitor and he showed the guys playing cards and talking and drinking and smoking in the living room. And he turned on the audio. And you wouldn't believe some of the things I heard. I mean, these guys were like, "I don't know why he would bring him over here. No way. I don't like that motherfucker. He don't ever smoke and drink with us. He won't play cards with us." Just all this and that. And I knew these guys weren't very fond of me, but I didn't think it was as bad as what I heard. Oh my God. I mean, these guys were going on and on about if he ever comes around my woman, because I think one of the guys had mentioned that his girlfriend had spoke of me at some point or another. And the other guy was saying, if he ever comes around my girlfriend, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And it was just the biggest mess I ever heard. And like I say, I knew these guys weren't fond of me, but I didn't think it was that bad. I really didn't. Had I thought it was that bad, I would have cut off all communication with these guys. I really would have. But it just comes to show that people aren't who they say they are. I mean, they can be one person in your face and be somebody completely different behind your back or when you're out of earshot, as was my case. And we sat there a long time, my friend and I, we sat there at that table and we listened to them talk and all that. And I asked my friend, I said, "Do you feel like that?" He's like, "No, man, come on. You know how long we've been knowing each other. You know I don't feel like that, John." I said, "Hey, man, look, I don't I don't want to be here anymore, man, because I was beginning to fear for my safety. That's how bad it was. And I told him I don't want to be here no more, man. And he said, hey, okay, so I'll take you back to your car. And when we came out of the room and he replaced the refrigerator, and we went down the hall and made it back to the living room, these guys climbed up just like nothing had ever happened. I mean, I didn't know whether to laugh or run for my life. I really didn't because these guys acted as if nothing ever happened. And so to hold down confusion, I just told them, hey man, it's nice to see y'all again. You know, he wanted me to see his stereo equipment and everything. And, but I got stuff I need to do at home, you know, so I'm going to be hollering at y'all a later time. And I knew I had no intention of calling anybody anymore, no intention of meeting up with anybody anymore. And my friend, I had no intention of further communicating with him anymore. Not that he had did anything. He even said that he didn't feel the way these guys felt. But just the idea, you know how they say the company you keep, I didn't even want to deal with my friend anymore. And so after that day, I just continued to do what I always do, and that's pretty much stick to myself, you know, no friends, no associates, nothing. It's a lot more peaceful that way. And but as I'll say it at the beginning of the stream, if you ever, I mean, if you've ever wondered what people say about you behind your back when you leave the room, and you can be pretty certain that they're saying something. You can almost bet on it. I mean, I never would have thought that myself until I actually experienced it, until I actually witnessed it for myself. And since then, I was thinking, wow, perhaps I should see about getting some of the equipment that he had in his little hidden room. But then again, I thought, you know what? Maybe I won't because I don't want to hear something. I don't want no more surprises. Not like that. I mean, I was really hurt, and I don't want any more surprises like that. And so I was thinking maybe I won't do it. You know, maybe I won't get equipment like this because I don't even want to know. But anyway, that's the end of my stream. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Uh, it helps me bring life experience videos like this. And a lot of them can be life changing. And a lot of them are videos, you know, about things that you had never even really considered. So please support my channel. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do what you got to do. Peace out.